What's up, incoming freshmen? At Vintage High School, we offer a broad spectrum of electives to allow you to find a way to express yourself and, most importantly, have fun.
Let's kick off our journey of exploring these electives with our CTE courses.
In the digital media class, you learn basic editing and design skills, as well as video production such as the one you're watching right now, the weekly bulletin, other fun group projects, and mini documentaries. In this class, you're able to earn multiple certifications that will help you in your future career. You get to work with cameras and Adobe.
Print Shop is a 2-year course in which we design and print clothing items. We make stickers, we also make pins and banners. We are the main people that work on senior hoodies as well as big game hoodies. We have many community projects like Queen of Valley, donating to breast cancer patients, donating to homeless shelter and animal shelter, and we also get our certification tests in Illustrator and Photoshop.
Yearbook is a class where we get to learn with professional equipment like cameras. We go to a lot of the events, sports, rallies, and other classes to get quotes and write some captions for the yearbook. We also are focusing on photography, learning composition, and the basics of writing captions.
FFA contains 2 different aspects. One is in the classroom and one is outside of the classroom. The in the classroom part is learning about agriculture, and currently we're learning about plant cells and animal cells. It's very hands-on. We do stuff like building the animal cells and all the different parts that are in them. And then for the outside part is FFA and doing a lot of market with animals and raising animals such as pigs, cows, sheep, etc., and showing them at the county fair and gaining profit and money to use for next year or even for colleges.
Viticulture and Crop Production Management is a college prep CTE elective class that prepares students for further studies and employment in the viticulture industry. Students in this class collaborate with industry at every step of the vineyard management, from pruning to harvest. Guest speakers, field trips, and demonstrations enhance the learning for all students. Students will learn about the history of Napa Valley viticulture industry and the emerging careers in viticulture.
To be successful in the CTE class, you need to show up every day ready to learn. You've also got to be flexible with your time and learning. You'll experience a lot of hands-on learning in every course with workshops and time with industry professionals.
Now that you got a taste of our CTE courses,
let's move on to the VPAs, which you have to take in order to graduate.
VHS band is really cool, and just band in general. You get to play some really cool music. I'm in jazz band, for example, play like a lot of John Coltrane, Stevie Wonder, etc. In order to be really successful in band, you gotta listen to Mr. Funny. If you join VHS band, you'll know who that is. Your Indian drum tones are really important. You gotta explore your music taste, you gotta listen to music outside of school, practice every day, ideally. Stay committed, and most of all, have fun.
When you start off here with the band program, the first classes you'll take are performing band and concert band. This is the group that plays at rallies and field shows during football games along with color guard. After this, you'll move on to wind ensemble, which is just harder music that's more concert based. We're the ones that play the big shows. After that, you kind of have a choice. You can stick with wind ensemble, or you can branch outwards with strings, or you can even take the harder class, which is jazz ensemble, where we tackle tougher subjects, tougher music, like stuff that centers around improvisation and smaller groups.
if you don't like using instruments,
you can use your voice instead at choir.
Here at Vintage High Choir, there are 5 different levels. There's beginning choir, Disney choir, concert choir, chamber choir, and vocal music workshop. In beginning choir, you learn how to read music. In Disney choir, you sing some medleys with a bunch of different Disney songs that are really popular. Concert choir puts on the musical every other year, and right now we're working on Grease. Then there's chamber choir and vocal music workshop who sing a cappella, so there's no instrumental in the background, just their voices.
In order to be successful in choir, you need to make sure that you come to class prepared, having your music book, your folders, pencils if you need to take notes, making sure that you practice both in choir and outside of choir, especially if you have rehearsals. You need to maintain a good relationship with your section and all of the people in your class. You need to keep a strong relationship with your choir teacher and your pianist. You need to make sure that you always show up to class and that you're not late and that you stay on task. And always remember to be participating in class, whether you're singing or just performing.
You like my singing voice?
You're more of a drama queen.
If you're interested in the theater community, you should join drama because we do a lot of work with art as a whole. We look at musicals and plays and we build our skills around them. You can build sets, you can make props, you can refine skills regarding hair and makeup or wardrobe, and overall it's just a really fun community and you get to learn a lot about plays and just theater in general.
The departments that we have here are light and sound, which is when you make sure everything is good to go backstage. The wardrobe department, which you get together the costumes for the actors for each of the performances. Makeup and hair, you get the actors' makeup and hair ready to go on stage. Actors are the performers, and props, like getting all of the handheld objects and like the sets ready to go on stage.
Wow, you're drawing like Picasso.
Right? I should be in art.
You will start with Art 1, which is an introduction into art, which teaches you about the color wheel and all the different colors and how they can connect to each other. Art 2 builds off of those materials and you start getting into more bigger projects. And Art 3 is a prep for AP art, which will show you more with inquiries, which are more specific based. It's more into what you want to go into, what you want to draw.
To be successful in art, you have to be very open-minded for every critique that we have. So you're gonna get like an inquiry question and you're gonna make a piece of art and you're gonna have a critique at the end of every project and you're gonna talk about what your strengths were and your weaknesses were. There's a blog post that you have to turn in every Friday and be on top of that and turn them in before class. There's different concepts and a lot of different mediums that you're going to work in, but you're going to eventually learn how to use every medium and it's going to be a very fun process.
You know, another form of art is dance.
Some things you can expect in dance, especially in level 1, are more logistical things like papers, learning textures of dance and the elements of dance. As you get into higher levels like 2, 3, 4, and 5, you get more creativity and opportunities to make your own routines. For finals, you have a small group with any people you choose and you can choose what type of dance it is. I think a really cool thing about dance is just the opportunity it gives you and the overall range of things it can provide.
The biggest things to succeed in this program would definitely be to be coachable and take corrections, and then make sure you are committing time and prepared to commit time out of the class. We also do a bunch of outreach, so we get amazing opportunities that are outside of class time as well.
It must take some really strong leaders to make sure everyone's synced up.
Hey, we have a leadership class.
In leadership, you can expect to be part of the behind the scenes of all of our rallies, school dances, and our spirit weeks, and all of our things we plan. And you can also expect to connect with the whole student body in ways that you didn't think you could.
To be able to be successful in leadership, you have to listen first, set an example, communicate clearly, be reliable, and support your team. On Wednesdays are our days we separate into our class breakouts. Every other day we're in committees to be able to plan our other events on campus.
You know, I'm starting to enroll for college. It's pretty difficult.
You should have taken AVID freshman year. It really helps you with that process.
In AVID, you can expect weekly TRS, which are worksheets that help you solve challenges in all your classes. You can expect annual field trips to places like Santa Cruz, Monterey Bay, UCSC, and you can also expect a community that sets you up to thrive and exceed in all your academics.
In AVID, you learn how to share ideas, stay open-minded about growing, both academically and as a person. It's not about getting good grades, it's about becoming more organized, confident, and prepared for your future. We learn important skills for college like note-taking, time management, and working as a team. A big part of the class is student-led tutoring, where we collaborate to each other to understand tough topics and stay on top of our work, because everyone supports one another and the class starts to feel like a family. And that positive environment helps us stay motivated and succeed together.
We know it might be difficult to choose from such a wide variety of courses.
That's why we made this video, to help you guys out in selecting your electives.